Well, hello there viewers, and welcome back to the second season of Shamblecraft. And as you can probably tell, not a lot has happened. In fact, it's been like 15 minutes since I recorded the end of episode 1, so hello. But anyway, there are things to do and places to be, starting with these animal pens. So between the end of episode 1 and episode 2, I started feeding the animals to breed them up, and what I am starting to notice is that these pens are a tad small. So I think what we should do is extend them, and at the same time maybe also clear out some more space to extend this farm right here. And after that, we need to grab a boat and go out gallivanting in hopes of finding a village. I do know, looking at the world map, that there is a village up near Spawn. As you can see, it's currently rendering the plot world and everything on my map, but there is a village here, but I think that has been claimed. So as such, I'm not going to be going that way, because someone told me there should be a village, like, up here-ish. They said not too far from you, northeast. I can't remember who told me, but thank you, whoever it was. So I think afterwards we're going to head up there and see if we can get something done. But the first thing we need to do, we need to get some more space for these animals, otherwise Muirin is going to come over here and slap me with an OSHA violation. So yeah, I think what we're going to do, we're going to grab some dirt, we're going to grab some fences, and we are going to give these poor animals some more space to move around. Oh, you furry orange sod. Ladies and gentlemen, a fox has eaten our chickens. I'm guessing this is why people build hen houses. But the hen house will have to wait, because I have received word that there is supposed to be a village this way. I honestly can't remember who told me, so sorry about that. But apparently there is a village northeast of us, and they said it should probably be just up the river next to us. So I am gonna venture up there, and we're gonna see if we can find a village, because finding a village would be very, very practical, given that we are going to be needing a couple of villages. And ooh, we also have pigs here, that could be very useful. Ooh, there is actually an ocean monument here. And it doesn't look like anyone has been there yet. We might want to visit that later. I mean, most people would probably remember that I spent the latter half of Season 1 in one of those, and it actually made for a very good build. But right now, we don't really need guardians. What we need, is a village. And lo and behold, there it is. I'm going to say thank you, Elvin. I think it was Elvin. Thank you, Elvin, for the tip about this. And if it wasn't Elvin, thank you, whoever it was. And apologies for not remembering who you are. Okay, so we have a bunch of villages. It wasn't a spruce village. It was a normal village. But let's see It doesn't look like this place has been raided yet. So that could be good news. But I mean, what we're going to be doing, we're not going to be stealing all the stuff here. We're not going to be stealing all the villages. All we really need is 2 villages. So that we can... it actually looks like someone has been here because all the chests are missing. All we really need is 2 villages, and we can breed it up from there. Yeah, people have definitely been here. But yeah, if we can get 2 of these villages back to where we came from, that would be a very good start. And there's actually a good bit of villages here. But it looks like, as I said, it looks like someone has already been to this village and left the villages. But yeah, they have left the villages, but they've taken the items. But at least, good on you and thank you for not, you know, demolishing the village, as I know some players have done previously. I feel like it's like an unwritten rule, if you ever come across a village, at least leave the villages. But this is good news. We actually also have, we have beetroot, we have carrots. Do we have potatoes here as well? Let's bring those. That's wheat. Are you potatoes? Yes. Your carrots. Let's just grab all of these. And we have potatoes and carrots. Very good. That means we have what we need to plant those things. What we need to do now then, we need to get these villagers back to where we once came from. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with just clearing out this area. Okay, we're going to need to remove that from the offhand. And come on. Oh, no, don't go to bed now. Don't go to bed now. We don't have time for that. Come on. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay, that's 1 villager. So let's get him back home. And hopefully someone will sleep. But yeah, that's 1 villager. So let's boat us. Let's row the 1 kilometer back to our base. However, viewers, as we are getting nearer to the base, it does occur to me that we don't actually have a water route all the way, because if we open the map, you will see that, well, we either have to go around the entire world, or we're going to have to carve some sort of canal. So I think once we get over here, what we should do, we should just grab our shovels, and we're just going to have to basically carve out a little Suez Canal of sorts, so we can get through here. And whoever comes here later can just make a bridge. Hopefully, there shouldn't be too much of a job to do. You wait there. Right, let's get digging. Well, okay then, viewers. So with that, we now have a fully functioning canal that will give us the ability to travel between the two oceans. And here we'll see we have our villager waiting for us. What I think we're going to do, I think we're going to head over there and we're going to get more of the villagers first. And once we've gotten all the villagers, then we can basically go back and then transport them. Rather than having to do the entire long trip in one go, we can split it into several shorter trips. And once that's done, we just need to figure out where we want to store the villagers while we sort of breed them. I don't think I want to build a full-scale villager breeder. I think that would be a bit overkill, but I mean, I'll see what I can do. We'll see, people. We'll see, peeps. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's be fair, I'm making this up as I go. Okay. Oh, good, sir. I think we're going to go with you. There we go. Grab the boat. Don't run away from me. And... bloody torches. Hey, you want to go for a ride? Dang it. Come on. Why? Ooh, my other boat. I left this here. Why are all these villagers so finicky about getting in a boat? Get in a boat. That's... There we go. Right. Onwards. Okay, and approaching the little canal here. So let's just head straight through with our first villager. Staying safe in the back of the boat, I hope. And going through, and there we are. Right. And I'm thinking in the back here, if we put just a smidge more lights here so we don't have things spawning. I think somewhere in the back here is gonna make for a decent villager breeder, or at least some sort of room, hole, prison complex where we can breed up some villagers and then eventually bring a couple of them up to the iron farm. So let's bring our other friend here over and we can start building. Okay then, we have our two little buddies over here and we have a drowned who is not being cool about it. So let's make sure that he's out of the equation. There we go. And okay then, so we have the iron farm up there. So I'm thinking we have a little sort of river gully type thing here that sort of separates us. So what if instead of stealing space out here, what if we build into the hill? So what if we make like an underground little villager place where we can breed up some villagers and basically have, I think I dare call it a safe spot to just keep villagers. I mean, that doesn't sound all bad, does it? Alrighty then, we are getting close to finished here all that really remains now is to place in all the beds, and we will be good to go. So I have made 10 beds. We're actually going to... Oh, we can leave that crafting table under there. We have a hidden crafting table. So we now have a nice little setup down here. It's not the coziest place I've seen in my time, but it will do. So we have also made some composters here, so that hopefully I should be able to place it. Nope, that did not work, but we're going to just place it like that. Alright. So we have 2 composters, meaning we can have 2 farmers. We've put a sign reminding people to keep the gates closed. And as you saw in the clip before the time lapse there, we did get a bit unlucky and one of the villagers did actually end up dying to that drowned. But oh well. So bringing the villager down, close the gate behind us and remove that. And there we go. And the only pain in Yonder's backside now is going to be getting back up. We might have to add some sort of fail-safe there. But with that taken care of, we can actually use these slabs here to create a little bridge across right here. So we can walk across like that. But with that taken care of, we actually have a sort of ready system. Actually, I'm going to do this just to make it look uniform. So we're going to take the blocks and do that. There we go. So now we have Villager Holiday Resort where we can breed up our villagers, but we do need to go over there and get another one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do that off camera. I'm going to help over there, get another villager, and hopefully the next time you see me, we've started breeding up some villagers down in the Holiday Resort. Well, okay then, viewers, a bit of time has passed, and as you can see, we have brought over another villager. We've let him down into the little breeding section, and after waiting a little bit, as you can tell, we are now pretty well stocked on villagers. And if I jump down here, you will also see that compared to the time lapse that you saw earlier, I had to do a little bit of changes, mostly because this area here was too close to the farm, and I've also started working over here with a tunnel that is going to bring the villagers up to the farm. But yeah, that is pretty much the villagers set. All we need to do now is get a zombie, which Mickness has kindly agreed to help me with, so we're going to be doing that in a tiny bit. And once we have the zombie, well, then we can actually try... Ooh, that's close. Then we can actually see if this farm will work. Okay then, viewers, so we are currently out here in the forest hunting zombies with Mickness, and he has actually now found one. So let's see if we can lure one of them over here. Pick up the hat, please. And they didn't. Okay, we're gonna need to remove this fence for now and see if that will work. There we go. Hopefully that should be enough, actually. And just like that, folks, with the zombie in, with some help from Mickness, there we have it. It's not the quickest iron farm in the world, as you can see. It's not blazing speeds exactly, but hopefully it is going to at least help us out with the iron situation a little bit, given that it has actually become quite challenging to get iron. So hopefully having this is going to help us along a little bit. I am noticing that it is spawning a lot slower than it did the last time I built it, but this could also be because the TPS is a bit low right now. and there's a bunch of people on, which is, you know, affecting the mob cap. What I'm probably going to do here, I am probably going just to AFK at this overnight, and yeah, hopefully that will give us at least slightly better rates. But as you can see, we're getting about, I would say we're getting about a golem a minute right now. So if we can get a golem a minute and I go AFK all night, I mean it should help a bit. And hopefully it's going to give us enough iron that I can move out of this this brown leather gear here and hopefully over to at least some iron. But yeah, I am going to AFK here for a bit, and I'm going to keep you posted as to how this goes. Not gonna lie, that guy there has me worried. Did I make the platform too small? Well, we shall have to see, everyone, because it is now morning. And thank you very much, Mechnas, for actually offering to stay over here and AFK overnight so I could go to bed. But, I mean, it is the hour of reckoning, people. How much iron has the farm produced? And it has not produced virtually anything since I logged off because of this sod. Hey, too close. Okay, so some fine-tuning is required because clearly they are able to spawn. I think we need to get rid of all of these trees, just to be sure, and hopefully that should help, because yesterday it was working quite well, because what I basically did, I filled all of this up. So someone has been here tidying. Someone has been here tidying. Alright, you know what, before we panic, let's check down here, because as you can probably tell from some of the new structures here, both, well, not both, but K, Sammy, and NJ have all been streaming, and it doesn't look like there's much iron there. So, if there's not any iron there, that probably means that no one has actually helped themselves, because this is where the iron used to be. Okay, well, what that means is that we need to fine-tune this farm a bit so that the spawns work as they should, because yesterday while I was here they were spawning up in there as they should, but clearly there are some places where they can still spawn, and given that there was one over there, I'm thinking maybe these trees here, even though they shouldn't be able to spawn on leaves, I'm thinking that they may be the issue. So what we're going to do, we're going to clear away those trees, and hopefully that is going to do the trick. Well, okay then, hopefully that did the trick. So what we have done now is that we have removed the 4 trees that were sort of on the edge here. We've also extended the unspawnable area with a slab, and I've already seen 2 iron golems spawn in here. But I think what is also causing issues is the fact that the villager breeder is just too close, because that one is having iron golems spawn, and I think because they are just outside of range, I think they are actually interfering. But as you can see now the iron golems are spawning again, So hopefully this means that the iron farm is now working. So with those amendments, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to AFK for a little bit again, and hopefully these waypoints, I need to delete them, and hopefully the next time you see me we have a lot more iron to show for it, and a proof that our iron farm is finally working. Well, okay, a few hours have passed. We have been out and about doing some exploring, looking for some, prime base locations to be featured in future episodes. But most importantly, being active and gallivanting around the area has left the farm active for a couple of hours. And if I now pop open the chest here, you will see that the iron is now steadily trickling in. I also realized after talking to them and checking the logs that there had actually been far more iron spawning during the night, but Kay, NJ and Sammy had already taken some of it. So that is perfectly fair, of course. This is a shared iron farm between the four of us. But because of that, the farm was actually working a bit better than I thought. But having cleared out these trees really helped, because now there's definitely no spawnable area. However, there is an issue still with the occasional golem. I can see there's one spawning up there now. There is still the occasional issue with golems spawning down in the village of Breeder, and for some reason these villagers seem to register that golem as protection, and as such another one doesn't spawn. So what I've noticed is that when that happens, the farm just goes completely dead until I go down there and kill that golem. So the villagers will have to be moved, but that is going to have to be something that we do in a future episode, maybe even the next one. But yeah, with the iron steadily trickling in, we got 5 and some stacks, and we have also 13 blocks of iron, and that doesn't even count the, I don't know, 7 or 8 stacks that have already been used. So this iron farm is definitely effective enough for our needs. And also, as you probably saw, NJ has been doing some work here, put up a hen house and a bridge. Make sure you check out NJ's episode for that. But with that taken care of, it is time for this episode to end. We have gotten a lot of work done. We are doing very well considering we're still on episode 2. But that is going to be where we draw the line for this episode. Next episode, we're going to have to see. Maybe we start exploring a bit, or maybe we continue with some of the projects down here. This is not going to be like the sort of starter area that we just feature in the beginning and then we just abandon it. This is definitely going to be an area that we come back to, because this is sort of going to be the communal area for the collab. But in addition to this, we do need to find our own slice of the world to settle in, and I do believe Sammy actually has a good spot lined up, so we're going to have to take a look at that in the next episode. And also, by the time this episode goes out, it's going to be Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all viewers out there, and thank you very, very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in episode 3 of Shamblecraft in the new year. But until then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.